It's a lightning talk, so I'm just going to jump right into it and not waste too much time. My name is Julian, and I am an office-holic. I am really a recovered office-holic. It's good that everybody came to this meeting today to talk about your addiction. That is the first step, so congratulations, pat yourself on the back. We can go around the room and share stories. I'll go first. I used to work in an office every single day of the week, 9, 10, sometimes 12 hours a day. I would come in on Saturday just for a little bit, and after a while, one office wasn't even enough. I went freelance, and before I knew it, I'd been with 5 different offices in less than 2 months. I was an actual office slut. And I started to realize that I needed to get out of this. One day, I finally hit rock bottom. I stayed all night at the office working. Have you guys heard of this? This all-nighter? Surely nobody in this room has ever sunk that far down. The important thing, right, that the client got their job and they were super happy in the morning. Oh, no, wait, they didn't reply to our email until 3 in the afternoon. Great. Busy day, though. We'll look at it tomorrow, end of day. I'm very proud to say that I made it out of this loop. It's been 3,571 days, and about 16 hours, since my last full-time day in an office. I think that's enough about me, though. Let's talk about you. Fuck your office. It's kind of a shitty environment to do the best creative work you want to do and also live a balanced life. Today, what I want to talk about is how working remotely and working from home, even just a little bit, can boost your creativity, boost your productivity, and be more rewarding for you and the people that you work with. And the more that we do it, the more all of us do it, the larger the benefits will be for everyone. So let's start with, what's wrong with it. Fuck your commute. In Toronto, the average commute is 96 minutes a day. 96 fucking minutes. That's almost 400 hours a year that are being drained away. And that's not time that you're missing out on work, that's your personal time that's being taken away from you. How much could you get done if you didn't have to do that, for starters? And even if you only went into the office 1 or 2 days a week for important face-to-face meetings, presentations, you would be saving 300 plus hours a year. And it's not even just about those hours, it's about the mental space that you're creating. Heck, it's your mental health. That will boost your productivity and your creativity and help you do better work. I really think that the words we use affect us more than we realize. So take this one, working full time. It's what everybody wants to do, right? Why does everybody want to fill up their time with work? I mean, ew, who really wants to actually do that? Just like we don't want to be billing our design services by the hour, you want to be pricing based on the value of what you do to your client. I don't think we should be talking about or even thinking about work based on just the amount of time that we're filling up. Working remotely, I think it's a misconception that it's about working less. And I would say it's the exact opposite, that it's about doing just as much or even getting more done in the same amount of time or even in fewer hours. Okay, let's get personal. Go team. How many people here wish they could spend more time with their family and their best friends? Probably everybody would say, I could use a little more time. The idea that we go and spend 8, 9, 10 hours a day with these strangers who have turned into work friends, and then we go home and we have maybe 4, 5, 6 hours with the people that we supposedly care the most about. I think if we introduce a little bit of scarcity into our working relationships, we'll actually improve them. You'll appreciate the time that you do have with your coworkers, the face-to-face time that you get. You'll be more productive when you're on your own. And yeah, you'll probably actually like your coworkers if you see them a little less. So in case you haven't guessed it, this year's theme, Speak the Truth, My Truth, in case you haven't guessed. I work from home. Fuck yeah. It's like a rough artist's rendition. I've never been able to say that in front of this many people, so it's kind of awesome. I work from home. I love it. I fucking love doing it. I am starting to even wonder, like, geez, am I being selfish? Is it just me who loves it? What do my clients think? I did a highly unscientific survey of a bunch of my clients, and they all said some version of the same thing, that we don't care that you work from home. We love your work, we love your stuff, we love the value that you bring and the efficiency that you do your projects with, the direct contact and the swear words, which usually aren't part of a thing. And so it got me thinking, they obviously feel like they're getting more for their money, and I definitely feel like I'm getting more money for my work than I would elsewhere. So why can't this dynamic apply to every employee and employer relationship? I think that we need to go big. We need to do this on a larger scale by going home. Not every day, not all the time, but a little bit. Yeah, you thought there was going to be one without it, but no. In the GTA, apparently 36% of the workforce is in the knowledge economy, i.e. we work at a computer mainly. Think of all those offices that would not need to use all the resources that they use. Think of all those offices that could be half the size, even smaller, if they were designed more like co-working, more drop-in kind of spaces where everyone doesn't need to go in every day all the time. Big business should love this, right? It keeps the costs down, and environmentally speaking, like I said, we're saving resources. Not to mention, back to commuting, you're going to have fewer cars on the road, fewer people on transit, fewer days a week, and those who are using it are going to be doing it all at different times based on their own schedules. I think maybe we just fix rush hour just like a little. Someone call the mayor. And I know that all of you are thinking out there, random guy on stage who's not Michael Beirut. This won't work at a larger company. This is great for small studios and people who are doing whatever. A lot of you here probably use Envision for your projects. That's a company that has 700 people who all work remotely, their CEO included. And to quote him, he says it's about results. It's not about your IP address. I really feel like that's a glimpse of the future. I honestly believe that our kids, our grandkids, are going to look at us like we're absolutely fucking crazy when we say that, back in my day, we used to take an hour to go into the office. We'd spend 8 hours at the office. We'd take an hour to get home. We would do it 5 days a week just to go sit at a computer that was wired into the wall. I have to explain what wires are, probably. And they're going to look at us and they're going to, Grandpa, didn't you have the internet? Didn't you have email? Didn't you guys have video chat? Wasn't everything already in the cloud, accessible from any device, anywhere, at any time? Seriously, Grandpa, what the fuck? And I'll just say, hey, you watch your language. Oh, forgot about that one. Thank you guys very much. Thanks for humoring me.